evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Tuesday, February 26, 2013. I'm Jim Fuller. In tonight's news, another man is sentenced to life without parole in a Manchester courtroom. Sequestration may affect AEDC's ability to do its important work, and Tennessee lawmakers could decide this week whether or not to authorize referendums to allow wine sales in grocery stores. We'll have all those stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
Tullahoma Drug has a gift for keeping well. You know about prescriptions, but there's so much more to tell. There's a gift for all occasions, for body, soul, and mind. Cards to show you care, gifts to show your kind. There are remedies and recipes and treats, you'll want to eat them. Stacks of books from famous cooks and spectacles to read them. Shades and frames, puzzles, games, dishes, plates, and mugs. We're a Tullahoma treasure. We are Tullahoma Drug.
Let the Smokehouse be your mountain getaway destination in beautiful Monteagle, Tennessee. Enjoy our cabins, restaurant, and old general store. Shop thesmokehouse.com featuring homemade barbecue sauces, jellies, and many other fine Tennessee products. Our live Music on the Mountain series features some of the best local and Nashville talent every Friday and Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. No cover, kids welcome.
Serving you as a local firefighter.
Proudly served our country in the United States Air Force.
Serving Tullahoma.
Helping our kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. Your comfort is our service. We'd like to thank Tullahoma for the privilege of serving your heating and cooling needs.
Here at the International Dateline, charter scientists are bringing you tomorrow's technology today.
Good morning, Doctor.
Good morning. Like the nation's most powerful internet and TV in HD with free DVR. Record your favorite shows to watch on your schedule, anytime in the future.
Good morning, Doctor.
Get a free DVR when you bundle and let it all in.
Welcome back. Tennessee lawmakers are poised to decide this week whether a proposal to allow supermarket wine sales moves ahead or withers on the vine. The bill to overhaul the current system that prevents shoppers from buying wine alongside groceries faces votes in both houses and Senate committees this week. Some legislators say as little as a single vote could decide the bill's fate after months of lobbying. I spoke on Friday with Tullahoma Mayor Lane Curley, who is a former state representative, about how the issue might impact us locally.
Mayor, there's currently legislation pending which would permit wine to be sold in grocery stores and not just liquor stores, which probably has a good chance to pass this session. What are your feelings about that, and do you think it will impact economically Tullahoma one way or another?
Well, I was in the General Assembly from 84 to 92, and I do know from that experience you really can't count on anything definite until it passes both houses and is signed by the governor. The last I read about that legislation was the legislature was not going to make the decision, but was going to push down the decision to the cities to see if the cities wanted to make a decision, and that the cities could hold referendums to see what the population wanted to do, whether to offer wine and maintain the liquor stores or offer it in grocery stores. So if that's done quick enough, then we put it on the August ballot and we let the citizens of Tullahoma decide what they want to do, which is fine with me. I think anytime you can push the decision making down as far as possible and get closer to the citizens, then I think that's, in general terms, that's a better thing to do. As far as economic impact, I would hesitate to say it's going to have a great impact either way. I think there's only so many people that drink wine in Tullahoma, whether they buy it in a grocery store or whether they buy it in a liquor store. Certainly there are more grocery stores than liquor stores in Tullahoma, so that might impact, but probably the impact economically would be negligible, actually. I think it's done primarily for the convenience of it.
Marcus Wade sat motionless as a 9-woman, 3-man jury delivered a first-degree murder verdict last Thursday in the 2010 shootings of 2 police informants. Wade, age 43, was accused of murdering Tim Gill and Ricky Elliott on October 30th, 2010 in a motel room on North Jackson Street in Tullahoma as they lay in bed. Assistant District Attorney Jason Ponder said, quote, "The evidence was very strong. We didn't have physical evidence, but we had several witnesses who were able to lay out the motives clearly," end quote. Ponder also said the testimony of Tamikra Jones was crucial as well. Jones was with Wade the night of the murder and testified that she heard 2 pops while waiting for Wade in a car in the motel parking lot. A forensic expert testified how investigators were able to triangulate the location of Wade and Jones at the time of the murder. Ponder said information obtained by triangulating cell phone records was a big part in making the case against Wade. The assistant district attorney credited former Tullahoma investigator Jason Kennedy with leading the investigation along with TBI agent Kendall Barham. The trial revealed that Elliott and Gill had helped bring down several crack dealers in the area, including Wade's nephew. Ponder said that pushed him over the edge and was an aggravating circumstance in the case that allowed jurors to vote for life without the possibility of parole. Republican U.S. Senator Bob Corker says he doesn't think Congress will act to stop federal spending cuts slated to go into effect on Friday, and that the situation is a wake-up call to the nation's spending ills. The Chattanooga Times Free Press reports Corker made the comments Friday while speaking to a business group and others. The automatic budget cuts of $1.2 trillion, which will go into effect unless lawmakers take action, would affect a myriad of government services, including national defense, airline traffic, and national parks. Corker called the automatic cuts a ham-handed, that's a quote, way to tighten spending, but said it's better than the alternative. He says the president should be given flexibility to manage the cuts through August. Leadership at ADC recently activated a web page which will provide sequestration impact information which relates to the complex. The web page may be accessed by going to www.arnold.af.mil. Sequestration, the Department of Defense, is one of several government agencies that will experience a significant budget cut. Sequestration may affect the complex's ability to do important work which could harm national security. All services or facilities which employ civilian personnel will be affected to some degree, and there will be adverse effects in the economies of local communities. Sequestration cuts may require all military services and defense agencies to furlough most Department of Defense civilian employees for an average of 1 day per week for up to 22 weeks beginning April 25th. For more information on sequestration impacts at ADC, you can look at their webpage. The page will be updated as new information becomes available. We'll be right back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
Hello, I'm Jim Woodard from Woodard's Diamond Showroom. Some think that since we're a single store operation, we don't have the buying power of the mega chain or department stores. Woodard's is a part of the Master IJO Jewelers, the world's largest jewelry buying group. This gives us the power of $800 million in sales. You get the best of both worlds, the buying power of a major with the customer service of a hometown jeweler. Woodard's Diamond Showroom inside Northgate Mall of Tullahoma.
Back by popular demand, it's our annual Cash for Trash event. That means if you can push, pull, or drag it here, we'll give you $2,000 towards the purchase of any pre-owned vehicle on our lot. Don't forget about the Sam McNabb $500 guarantee. We'll match or beat any new vehicle price, or I'll give you a check for $500. Spend your tax refund wisely and come to Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac and Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Tullahoma. And remember, if anyone can, Stan can.
Mark, you've won just about everything there is to win in racing. What's next?
I'd like more people to know about ER Extra.
The emergency room at Harton Regional Medical Center?
I just want them to get the best care they can get.
That just gets me right here, Mark.
Maybe you'd like to pay them a visit.
ER Extra at Harton Regional Medical Center.
ER Extra. Extra fast, extra easy, extra great.
They say nothing's guaranteed about the future except death and taxes. Yeesh. Can we get something good on the list? Here's something. If for any reason you're not completely satisfied when you add a charter service, you get your money back. That's right. Try it for 30 days, be completely satisfied, or your money back. At Charter, we've been working to improve our service. Now we guarantee it. Try Charter. It's smarter.
Welcome back. A different looking train with numerous outside lights on it has been parked in Tullahoma for several days now. John Gray stopped by to check it out and brings us this report.
I'm down by the railroad track, and it looks like the railroad is getting ready to try to move a big piece of equipment, or part of a big piece of equipment, up on a 18-wheeler to get it somewhere, maybe to be repaired. I'll see if I can get somebody to give me some information.
We're an independently contracted company for CSX railroads.
Okay, so, and you're over here, what, grinding rails?
Yeah, we resurface the rails every day and do maintenance of the night times as the daytime.
Okay, so what's this big engine-looking thing back here?
That's a 2,500 horsepower diesel engine.
Uh-huh.
3 of those power the machine while we grind.
Yep.
Generates close to 1.5 megawatts of energy apiece. And this one's broken down. Right now we're using the crane to remove it, and we're getting a newer engine in shortly.
Okay, and so this is the shroud, I guess, that covers that while it's in operation?
Yeah, this keeps the weather away from the engine. This whole shroud system keeps everything enclosed. All of this grind dust, that's the last thing we want to go into this engine, so we make sure that everything's completely sealed and weatherproof in there.
Okay. So how often does something like this happen? Seldom?
Very seldomly. This machine's close to 2 years old, and this is our first problem with our engines now.
And how many of these are there running up and down the rails? Bunches and bunches?
I bet between 20 to 30 rail grinders.
Yeah. And so they just run all around grinding rails, keeping them slick and keeping them the way they're supposed to be?
Yeah, there's 2 rail grinders on the CSX railroads right now with our company.
Okay.
And every 6 months to a year we go around to the same place and resurface the tops of the rails.
All right, well that's great. Thank you. Appreciate your information. All right, folks, this big crane is getting ready to hoist this up. And like the gentleman said, that machine that grinds the rails has 3 of these engines. And this one has gone bad on them, and they have one coming in to replace it. And you know, we really don't think about all the things that have to take place for our rail service to run the way it's supposed to. But as he said, they travel through here on a frequent basis, grinding the tops of the rails to keep them in the type of situation they're supposed to be in. And that's something I knew nothing about, and this is pretty cool to see this big truck backing in under this huge engine that operates on our railways. And you know, we really don't know what it weighs, but I'm sure when you see it set down on that truck, it's probably going to pull the bow out of that trailer. That's got her down.
Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment.
Citizens Tri-County Bank has the checking, loans, savings, and traditional banking services you want. Plus free internet banking and bill pay, bank your change, Visa gift card, and lots more state-of-the-art banking services. We focus on the service and services you want. So you can bank when, where, and how you want, at our offices, or from just about anywhere. Citizens Tri-County Bank, the only community bank you'll ever need. Welcome to Camino Real, home of the area's most authentic Mexican food. Expect quality service in a friendly environment that features the only truly authentic Mexican food in the area, with favorites like tacos, fajitas, enchiladas, burritos, tostadas, freshly made guacamole, and Mexican rice, all made from scratch using homemade Mexican recipes and only the freshest ingredients. Come and enjoy a meal at Camino Real with the great food, friendly service, and warm atmosphere of Old Mexico.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Click the links.
Oh, sweet Lisa, you're so fine, like a very fine wine. Girl, I need you in my life. Will you be my wife?
Charter Internet has more bandwidth to support all your devices. Experience the power of Charter on the nation's fastest internet.
Welcome back. Last Thursday, Chick-fil-A celebrated their grand opening and chamber ribbon cutting ceremonies. Newsleader's John Gray was there and brings us this story.
Hey, we're at Chick-fil-A and it's opening day. And look at here. Here comes that Chick-fil-A Eat More Chicken. And all the dignitaries are gathering around for the ribbon cutting of the new Chick-fil-A store. And we'll have that in just a minute. There's the mayor, all kinds of folks here. This is an exciting time for Tullahoma. Ribbon cutting day for Chick-fil-A.
This is awesome. I love how Tullahoma shows up. So, my name is Christy Ferguson, and I actually work for our home office out of Atlanta, Georgia. I have the pleasure of traveling the country and helping operators with their grand openings. So, I'm really excited to be here with you today. Chick-fil-A, long-standing, has a history of working in the communities in which we serve in. So, we are so excited to be here in Tullahoma and with you, and thank you all for your support. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and bring up the mayor, Mr. Lane Curley.
We're really looking forward to developing this corporate community partnership. We're so excited about you being in town. Tullahoma is blessed. The last time I counted, we had 52 restaurants in Tullahoma. So we look forward to your participation in our community, and we look forward to continuing to work with you and developing just a great partnership. Thanks everybody for being here, and hope everyone has a great day. Thank you.
It's my honor to welcome Joseph and Carrie, and his family's all here to support him. So congratulations, Joseph.
Thank you guys so much for being here. I do want to introduce my family real fast. This is my wife, Carrie. Our son, Gavin, he's 5. This is Reed here. He's 18 months old. And then little girl Avery is going to be born probably in about a week. So we're trying to do everything all at one time. Many of you have heard already. We're so excited that you're all here. This is an amazing turnout for a ribbon cutting in my experience. And I'm just so excited to get to meet as many of you as I can. If I haven't met you already, I'd love to meet you after this.
This is one big ribbon cutting right here for the Chick-fil-A restaurant opening in Tullahoma. There are all of them are here.
On behalf of the Tullahoma Area Chamber of Commerce, we want to welcome Chick-fil-A and particularly your family to our community, and we're so glad to have you with us. Congratulations.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Eat more chicken! Thank you.
Don't forget to tune in to this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evening at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include Shelbyville Parks and Recreation Director Sylvia Pinson, who will stop by and let us know about what is coming up in the area. And we'll have George Stone come by to tell us about Tullahoma's upcoming Ham Fest. All that and more on this week's Living Show. We'll be back in just a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
The highest standard of integrity delivers stability and honor. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of integrity in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
When you're running late headed to that sporting event or horse show and hungry but need gas, you don't have to choose which to get. Just stop at any Quick Mart where gas prices are normal and the food is outstanding. Burgers, fries, salads, sub sandwiches, chicken strips, egg rolls, even pizza can be picked up while the gas is pumping. Stop by any Quick Mart today and not only save time, but enjoy some good cooking, southern hospitality, and prices you can live with.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
I thought I'd start the video by showing you the apartment building where the fire was. When things like this happen, I think you find a new perspective on life. Red Cross put us in a hotel, so we were able to stay together. We're strong, and if we overcame that, or if we can overcome that, we can overcome anything. So.
Charter Internet has the bandwidth to support more devices than anyone else in the market. So everyone can do their own thing, whether it's watching puppy videos or creating an all-powerful command center to mastermind the complete domination of the world, the universe, and... ooh, ice cream!
Get 30 megabits per second for only $30 and let it all in.
Welcome back. The Tullahoma Animal Shelter held an Adopt-A-Pet event Saturday at Tractor Supply. I stopped by and spoke with Teresa, who fills us in on the details. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here today at Tractor Supply in Tullahoma, and I'm speaking with Teresa with the Tullahoma Animal Shelter, who apparently is having a big-time fun event here. Teresa, tell us what's happening here today.
Oh, there's a lot of exciting things out here to see today. Most important, we have dogs for adoption from the Tullahoma Animal Shelter, and they're giving horse rides, and they have goats and rabbits and just a lot of neat things out here to see, and the Girl Scouts are out here, and just hope to have a fun day and increase our adoptions a little more. We've already adopted 31 for the month of February, and my personal goal is to clean that shelter out. So that's what our plan today is, to adopt as many dogs as we can. Waiting for a Start a Fall Farm has helped us put more pictures and better pictures on Pet Finder and Facebook to increase our adoptions. So there's a lot that's always going on there. I've been with the shelter over 9 years, and you always hope to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but they do just keep coming. So we do recommend spaying and neutering your pets, adopt before you buy, visit a shelter, whether it's our shelter or another local shelter.
You mentioned your website and the pet finders. I think recently, or within the last few months, you actually had a pet that was an older dog that was adopted from Michigan or somewhere?
Yes, actually it was New Hampshire. The young lady drove one way, 1,212 miles, to come get Miss Maddie, who was anywhere between 12 and 16. We couldn't get her age down exactly, but it was just wonderful, and she is putting updates on our sites, and she made the trip back and just living a wonderful home. So there's hope for senior pets as well.
And today here at Tractor Supply, I would assume that folks can come in and I know there's an adoption fee that's required by the state, but they can come in and pay that fee and actually take one of these pets home with them today?
Yes, we do adoptions on site. If there's other dogs in the shelter, we'll have an officer there also for them to look at the dogs there. With a $35 adoption fee, you're going to get a free spay and neuter.
Great event here today, Teresa. It's a little bit chilly out here, so my hat's off to you guys for coming out and doing this event today, because I know you do several of them during the course of the year. We're talking now with Virginia with Tractor Supply here. Virginia, tell us a little bit about this event you've got going on out here. A wide variety of animals out here today.
Yeah, we have the Out Here with Animals event.
Is this something that you guys do frequently here?
We do usually. This is a yearly thing, and then we have a pet celebration in June, and then we'll have a big celebration in October.
Tractor Supply and Miss Virginia here, she's so wonderful to work with, and we just greatly appreciate Tractor Supply having us out, and we really appreciate you guys.
You know, Teresa, you kind of, as I look around out here, of course, I guess we were drawn by the animals here today, but you got all kinds of fencing and dog houses and all kinds of stuff that you really would need if you have animals.
Right, yeah. And, of course, we have all kinds of feed inside. And we're selling baby chicks and ducks right now, too.
Okay, and I guess this is the time of the year to buy them.
It is. Getting ready for Easter.
All right. Virginia, thank you so much. A great program here at Tractor Supply. And you know, folks, even if it's not a pet day going on down here, it's always nice to come down here and look around and see what they got in the store. We'll be right back in a moment with your weather forecast after these messages.
The construction sale continues at Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma. Even though the construction process is still going on, Russell Barnett says we have to move them out now. Check out this 2013 Kia Rio, yours today for $15,995. With America's best warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. So remember, Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma is the dealer for the people. And my question is, why buy anywhere else?
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Smoking tobacco accounts for 3 of every 10 fire deaths in the United States.
Tullahoma Fire Department, need you en route to a structure fire, 202 Main Street, heavy smoke showing. Neighbors advise child trapped inside.
Lighters, matches, and associated smoking paraphernalia are the leading cause of preschooler fire deaths. We as firefighters know that most structure fires can be prevented.
I've got one! Command, this is primary search. We have a victim. Need EMS to meet us at the front door.
Please help us to give you a fighting chance. This can be prevented. Contact the Tullahoma Fire Department for a free home safety inspection.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1977 at 78 degrees. The record low was in 1967 at 8 degrees. The average high on this day is 55 and the average low is 34. For tonight, look for rain in your forecast with a low of around 38. Wednesday, cloudy and windy weather in the forecast with a high of 48 and a low of 35. Cloudy weather remains in the forecast for Thursday with a high of 52 and a low of 35. And that's our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.